Discourse is defined as the manner in which a topic is spoken or written about. In this video essay, we will look at the discourse of CNN, BBC, CBS, and Envoyé Spécial in their reporting on the Notre Dame fire that occurred on the 15th of April 2019.
Take a moment here and watch this new video that we have coming in, which is showing the moment that the spire at the Cathedral of Notre Dame collapsed. Let's listen. And you can hear Parisians there and tourists, no doubt, looking on with horror. I want to go to our correspondent, Melissa Bell, who is live.
Now, in this footage by CNN, we can see that the tone and the discourse of the video is extremely dire. This indicates a clear mourning for what has occurred. The narrator also urges the audience to take a moment as if to mourn the loss of a loved one. The word choice used in the video, such as looking on with horror, also suggests the importance of the catastrophe that occurred and is reflected in the discourse of the report.
Good evening. Notre Dame Cathedral came to within half an hour of being totally destroyed last night, according to a French government minister who praised the speed and bravery of the firefighters tackling the blaze.
BBC follows with this sad tone of voice and the somber tone of the report. The BBC reporter immediately praises the firefighters for their courage, bravery, and speed in the recovery of the artifacts. The report also shows President Macron addressing the public and immediately stating that they will bring back the cathedral within 5 years. This is important as part of the discourse of the report, as it conveys also a tone of hope, which is transcended not only in the BBC videos but also in the CBS videos as well as the CNN one.
There is concern now over how much of the 850-year-old cathedral's priceless religious relics and works of art may have been lost to the flames. Everyone is referring to the crown of thorns.
In the first video by CBS, we also see this discourse. The reporter is often reminding the audience of their concern over the priceless artworks. They often mention things being lost or things being saved. This word choice adds to the discourse of respect, mourning, and hopefulness that is tied in with all these videos. There is a lot of mention of the crown of thorns in this video and the organ that was situated on the balcony of the cathedral as artifacts. Those objects are being anthropomorphized, symbolizing the cultural importance that they hold not only in the hearts of the French people, but also in the Western culture.
Welcome to CBS This Morning. We're talking about one of the great symbols of Paris and all of Western civilization. It is still standing this morning after a fire that nearly destroyed it.
The second video by CBS mentions that the cathedral is one of the great symbols of the Western world. As an American news channel saying this, you can clearly see that the discourse of the report is extremely mournful, respectful, and also hopeful.
A familiar sight to millions of Americans. Seth, this is tough. Good morning.
The reporter mentions before going on to the person on the scene that this is tough. This, as a part of the discourse, suggests how important it is to be respectful, mournful, and hopeful for what has happened. There is a clear juxtaposition in this video between words used to describe the flames and to describe the cathedral and the people. An example such as the flames being described as vicious flames against the cathedral and its artworks being described as a masterpiece of Gothic architecture clearly convey to the audience the discourse of the video. Finally, the video from Envoyé Spécial is a mere 30-minute documentary on what happened in Notre Dame. This documentary is all narrated in a dark vocal tone, which conveys the discourse of a mournful narrator. Long interviews are held in the documentary. These people were often workers of the cathedral, or the cathedral had a close place in their hearts. This conveys the clear devastation that has happened and the unity that we can find through it. Also, the documentary shows people crying in the streets and in the cathedral and in offices. This is to reinforce the catastrophe that has occurred and to set the mood as well for how people should be thinking about this. The discourse of all these channels are consistent with each other. The European ones as well as the French one more specifically, and the American ones are all saying the same thing in the same manner, in a respectful, mournful, and yet hopeful manner. The common tone throughout conveys the appropriate convention of news reporting on events that hold cultural significance, such as the burning of Notre Dame.